everyone, this is Hussain and you are here at the Bloomberg Educare. Today's lecture is about the mole concept, which is very important in chemistry. So let's start with the brief introduction about the mole concept, and then we will move towards the different terms that come under the mole concept. So it has been found that the 1 gram atom or gram atomic mass that we studied in our previous lecture of any element contains the same number of atoms, and 1 gram molecule, that's the gram molecular mass of any substance, contains the same number of molecules. This fixed number of atoms or molecules has been experimentally found out to be equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23, and we call it as Avogadro number in the honor of Amedeo Avogadro, who first proposed this. So this number is always denoted by a capital N or as N subscript A. So therefore, in simple terms, we can say Avogadro number is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23. The Avogadro number can be defined as the number of atoms present in 1 gram atom or gram atomic mass of any substance. If the substance is atomic, or the number of molecules present in 1 gram of molecule, that's the gram molecular mass of any substance, if the substance is molecular in nature. So similarly, we have to understand what is mole. So let's see what mole means. The amount of a substance which is equal to Avogadro number, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23, is called as 1 mole of that substance. So 1 mole of a substance basically represents the count of that substance, as a dozen represents a count of 12 things, right? So for example, if we take 1 mole of hydrogen atoms, so 1 mole of hydrogen atoms will be equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms of hydrogen. And if we take 1 mole of hydrogen molecule, then the hydrogen molecule contains 2 hydrogen atoms, so that will be equal to 2 into 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms of hydrogen. Similarly, 1 mole of oxygen atoms will be again equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms of oxygen, and if we take 1 mole of oxygen molecules, then it will be equal to twice 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 atoms, right? So further, according to Avogadro's law, the equal volumes of all the gases at the same temperature and pressure always contain equal number of molecules. In other words, we can say the equal number of molecules of different gases at the standard temperature and pressure will occupy the same volume. And it has been experimentally found that around 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of different gases at standard temperature and pressure occupy the same volume, and that volume is around 22.4 liters. In other words, we can say that the Avogadro number of molecules of all gases at standard temperature and pressure always occupy 22.4 liters, and we also know that is always equal to 1 mole. That means that 1 mole of a substance can be defined in variety of different ways. So let's see in how many ways we can define the mole. So first we will define mole in terms of mass. So 1 mole of a substance is defined as that amount of substance which has mass equal to gram atomic mass of that substance, if the substance is atomic, or that amount of substance which has a mass equal to the gram molecular mass of a substance if the substance is molecular. So for example, 1 mole of hydrogen atoms is equal to 1 gram of hydrogen atoms, or 1 mole of hydrogen molecules is equal to 2 grams of hydrogen atoms. In 1 mole of oxygen atoms, an oxygen molecule is equal to 16 grams of oxygen. Similarly, 1 mole of oxygen molecules, that is O2 molecules, is equal to the 32 grams of oxygen. So gram atomic mass is always equal to 1 gram atom, which is equal to 1 mole atom, which is always equal to Avogadro number. Similarly, mole can be defined in terms of a number. So if we define mole in terms of a number, it is defined as the Avogadro number of atoms of that substance if the substance is atomic, or that substance which has 6.022 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of that substance if the substance is molecular in nature. So if we take hydrogen atoms, then 1 mole of hydrogen atoms is equal to the Avogadro number of atoms of hydrogen, and 1 mole of hydrogen molecules will be equal to the Avogadro number of hydrogen molecules. Similarly, the mole can be defined in terms of volume also. So in case of gases, 1 mole of a gas is always equal to that quantity of a gas which has a volume of 22.4 liters at standard temperature and pressure. So as an example, again, if we take hydrogen gas, it's always equal to the 1 mole of hydrogen gas is always equal to 22.4 liters of hydrogen at standard temperature and pressure, and 1 mole of oxygen gas is equal to 22.4 liters of oxygen at standard temperature and pressure. So 1 mole of carbon dioxide gas in a similar manner will occupy around 22.4 liters at standard temperature and pressure. So that means the gram molecular mass of a gas is always equal to the gram molecular volume, which is equal to the molar volume, and which is always equal to 22.4 liters. Similarly, the mole can be defined in terms of SI units. So in terms of SI units, a mole is defined as that amount of substance which contains as many elementary entities as there are atoms present in a gram of carbon-12 isotope. So the elementary entities may be atoms, molecules, ions, etc. It depends in which entities you are kind of counting them. Similarly, we can also define mole in terms of the ionic compound. So the formula of an ionic compound does not always represent a molecule of that compound. So hence when we calculate the mass of an ionic compound, its mass is expressed in terms of gram formula mass and not in terms of the gram molecular mass. NaCl represents the formula of sodium chloride but not its molecule. Therefore, the mass of NaCl is always equal to 58.50 grams, which is expressed in terms of the gram formula mass of NaCl. So that means the gram formula mass of NaCl is 58.50 grams. So thus a mole of ionic compound is defined as that amount of ionic compound which has a mass equal to its gram formula mass, or 1 mole of an ionic compound is that amount of ionic compound which contains Avogadro number of formula units of that compound. So for example, again, sodium chloride, we know it contains around 58.50 grams of NaCl, and when we see 1 mole of NaCl, that is always equal to the 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 formula units of NaCl, or we can also say that it contains Avogadro number, that is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 sodium Na positive ions and chlorine ions, that is Cl negative ions. So the number of Na positive ions and the number of Cl negative ions will be again equal to the Avogadro number 1 by 1. This concludes our today's lecture. I hope that you understood everything in this lecture. Until our next lecture, wherein we will be studying about the percentage composition of a compound, and we will see how we can calculate the percentage composition of a compound. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye.